What's up? It's your boy G again, coming back with another live trading session. I know that people have been telling me that these live trading sessions actually do help. Okay, I like doing them because I like people to see the behind the scenes of when you're actually in a trade, and it helps through the process. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk through why I selected these last two positions. I selected ADGI, HLBZ. ADGI is a therapeutics company. I took this basically on charts, and it's also in the healthcare. So usually healthcare companies perform best in wintertime. People get sick, people need medicine, profits go up. Most other companies reap the same rewards. Everybody's investing. Now, in the summertime, healthcare has not seemed to do well unless there's a new product, there's a new FDA approval process. Companies get FDA approval on a new product, boom, skyrocket, right? Stock goes through the roof. This one, just based on simple sector, healthcare is doing well, like I said, I just explained. And I seen that this company recently, when I say recent, I'm looking like 6, 9 months in the history. So I'm looking at this on a chart basis. I'm like, all right, let me look in a 6 to 9 month time frame in history to see if this company had big spikes. I'm talking about big price jumps. That's what I'm looking for. That determines a hot stock to me. And from there, I'm like, shit, they're like, this is a hot stock. I'm going to take the bet. This stock can do it again. And that's one thing about the stock market is that you guys have to understand that the market is a living, breathing thing. It's people. It's still people. Now it's prices and it's numbers, but these are people buying and selling, just like any other marketplace in the world. Same thing with these companies. And so I'm looking at volume. I'm looking at how these companies react to volume. This is what I'm looking at and looking for. Once I can determine if these companies have the ability to spike on high volume, I'm like, it's a go. I'm going to take an early bet and I'm gonna wait for this to basically pop on high volume. And it's a hot sector. It's doing really, really real well right now. So that's that's basically what I'm looking at, what I'm looking for. So let's key in. Let's go on a smaller time frame, right? Now, if I look on a smaller time frame, here recently, and this is in November, this stock went from opening up at 21 bucks, and within 3 days, it went up to 79 bucks, almost $80 per share. That's 263% return potential. It's the upside to that. That is amazing. I love seeing charts where the price spread is so large, like 0 to 85 bucks within a small time frame. I'm gonna take it because I have the opportunity to basically win big. I have the basic opportunity to bet early, and the stock can really spike if it has enough buyers. It's gonna rally. Like I said, hot sector, healthcare is in business right now. So I bought in on the 2nd of February, and that was last week. That was last Wednesday. And I waited. The stock went down a little bit. I was losing, and then it went up. And then today, it finally popped. All right. So I bought around 8 bucks, as y'all can see right here. And now it's at 9.32. So it's already jumped up past $1. As y'all can see my positions down here, I'm up basically 900 bucks on this position, 73 bucks on my HLBZ position. I haven't closed these positions out, so this money is fugazi right now. It is not real until I sell my shares for a profit or a higher price. And that's basically what I'm doing. I'm being patient. I'm letting the stock play out. Now, what I'm betting on is that it can retest these highs up here at 16 bucks because stocks like to do that. They like to retest highs, places where they've already been, just like humans, just like men. We like to reach for new heights and surpass new limits. Same thing with the stock market. Same thing with these price fluctuations. that's what happens. So if you just pay attention to the movement of certain stocks, you find stocks that have recently spiked. These stocks can have the potential to do it again. And that's why I look in a short time frame, because sometimes stocks go through a period of years where it doesn't really do much. But these stocks are volatile. They have a lot of volume, have a lot of people buying in. And I look for these volume spikes, and I look for price spikes as well to correlate with that. And if there's a lot of volume and then the price increases a lot, that means this stock moves heavily on a lot of buyers. So what I'm betting on is a lot of buyers are going to come in. The stock did not want to keep going down. Obviously, right here, I seen that. It recently spiked up, but it spiked up here. It dropped really heavily right here. That was a gap down. That's what you call a gap down. The price obviously went from trading at the 30s all the way back to the single digits. So I seen that the price tried to go back up and it basically went down, but I see a flat line period right here. This is the boring period. This is where a lot of activity is not happening, but it can at any time. So when I noticed that it didn't want to keep going down below the fours in the $5 range, I was like, all right, it's starting to rise a little bit. Let me go ahead and bet that it can spike up again in price. And that's what I'm betting on. So I bought in early, not a lot of activity that day. There was some spikes. I even zoom in on the hourly chart. If you're a swing trader, you should be checking out the hourly chart. That's going to be your bread and butter. Let me fix this chart. It's acting a little weird. Sometimes it does that. We do 15. Okay. Do 30 day. All right, there we go. So I'll zoom in a little bit more on the hourly chart. This is a 30-day timeline right here. Every candlestick represents 2 hours. And I'm looking at basically this V type of pattern where it's bouncing. It creates a support and then it continues to trend up. As I said, I seen this happening. I seen that it hit right here, this low 4. Then it started to bounce up. It made higher lows, all right? Higher lows. Every time it dropped, once it hit a peak, every low got higher every time. So went up, dropped down, boom. Went up again, dropped down, but the low is higher than this one. This is called higher lows. This is identifying an uptrend. So I seen that and I said, all right, I'm gonna buy into that. And so I bought in this day, dropped again, boom, now it's spiking. And so I want to see this trend continue. That's what I'm betting on. That's what I've seen over time. Now I can draw the lines. If you are a beginner, please draw your trend lines, draw your support and resistance. It's going to help your eye. Over time, when you become better, you will be able to, just kind of eye it, and I can eye it. But still, sometimes I still do that. I don't want you guys to get the worst practices. The best practice is to draw your lines. And over time, as you become more experienced, you can start winging it a little bit, not deviating from your system all completely, but I'm just saying you can start eyeballing different charts and saying, okay, I see it. I've seen this for years. And I would say, man, just get a few years under your belt. Ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much how I identified this buy. That's when I went ahead and started selecting my price. When it comes to swing trading, I don't like to get a specific price. Now, I do like for that price to be kind of above a recent breakout or support. Obviously, long-term vision, I am buying the support. But like I said, when I zoom in specifically to get a price, and this chart keeps doing that. Y'all see that? I like to, just do a market order, buy at the market, and just let it go. I don't have to get a specific price. Now, if I'm day trading, it's a little different. I do want to set limit orders to get a specific price. If I'm doing a market order, it's going to get you at the next available price. It gets you in a lot faster. So I'm just trying to secure a position and, get in really fast and then worry about the other kinks later. But that's it. That's how I do it. I don't want to get into the other position. As you can see, it fluctuates. As we've been on this video, it does fluctuate. Same thing happening here. I recently seen that it has some big spikes. So I'm in early, wanted to see it take off. It's currently having a red day. It's like almost breaking even for the day. So not really a big deal. I'm going to see what it does. If it doesn't move within a week or two, I usually get out, especially if it doesn't have any back news behind it. But with this stock hitting its year low, um, wanting to see some news. This is the industrial sector, but I just seen that the stock had an opportunity to get some more buyers because it does the same thing. When there's a lot of buyers, it spikes up really heavy, just like the stock that I'm in now, just like ADGI, and that's what I'm looking for. But that's pretty much all I have for you all. Another live trade, so you can see behind the scenes how it operates, what it does, what it looks like as a trader, as a full-time trader. You get to see it, and I'm glad that I was able to present it to you. Like, share, subscribe. If you have comments, questions, please comment below. Please share this with a friend if it's helpful to you. Peace.